All right, everybody, let's start with George again. Let's see, we've got your simple layout here, nice and clean. The logo you may want to clean up a little bit, probably not sure how this is in this. It needs to definitely be from Illustrator so that it stays really clean. It could be that this red outline is not helping, okay? All right, we've got that matches this, and here's your about. Okay. I wonder if we can consolidate these a little bit. All right, so I think you can do that. Break those down a little bit. You want to get these off for sure at some point when you have your site. Let's always put the contact at the end. It's the last thing that people want. Usually first they want to be able to see whether or not they want to contact you. I love this. It's really nice. I think we can tighten this up. It's just going to be so much nicer when this isn't there, isn't it? Okay. Nice. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we just definitely don't want those kinds of things on our sites. All right. Okay, so you've got some examples of your work. They are logos. On the front, you talk about these other things. Primarily, you're showing logos. That falls under graphic design. You can say, and branding, graphic design, logo, with an S, you don't have to say creation. This says recreation. I think you want to look at that. Websites, we design, and then we can take out the word creation everywhere because you're going to imply that. So this would be like website / SEO strategies. That would go with that. Branding and media campaigns would go with your graphic design logo kind of thing. Websites is a part of graphic design too. Okay. Photo and video shoots, that could definitely be on one line. So you can bring that up a little bit to use up some of this space and not have it so empty. All right? Okay, and move that over here. All right, good job. I'm looking forward to seeing how this is going to play out. Let me see where you are as you get further down. All right. Project Koto. This needs to be cleaned up, probably recreated in Illustrator. And I would probably use patterns that are this color, very light dot patterns or something. Just needs to be cleaned up. Probably this nose would go out that way. The font I like. There is no pink in your logo, so that is something to think about. Your logo should be smaller. Once you get it all cleaned up, it should be right about here or right here. Because we're cutting it off, and we don't cut logos off, if that's your logo. Okay, and so this is your style guide that you have here. These would not be on your page like this. If you wanted to put them in, you know, samples of your work, then you could do that. You know, you could say design sketches or, you know, design preliminaries or something. These really need to be white and not gray. The contrast needs to be brought up on that. Let's not have one word by itself. What you want to do right away is tell people what you do. So here you have, where you have this, you're going to have your company name and you're going to tell us what your service is right there. Okay. And these need a little more explanation under here to align with this. Align here. Do not go past the gutter. To tell us a little bit, very briefly, about it. This image needs to be much more in focus, whatever you do, all right? Must be. If that means replace it. Okay, so this is starting to work. You just need some space around here, space there. This is working. And again, you will not be able to promote yourself as a videographer if anything is out of focus. All right? That is something very important. So this image needs to be sharp and in focus, whatever you put there, but it cannot be this one. All right? Okay. Your logo will eventually go here after you clean it up. It's going to take some time to clean it up, so allow several hours to do that, maybe a weekend, depending on how proficient you are in Illustrator. If you're really good at it, it won't take that long, but it does need to be cleaned up in Illustrator so it's sizable and can stay sharp at any size. All right? So this actually works a little better here, but again, you're going to want to reduce it. This one isn't working, and you need to have a scalable vector graphic. All right? So yeah, you'll see as you go through some of these others, the options that you have, and I would begin a Wix rather than Spark. It will be a little easier and cleaner for you and give you a little more control than Spark does. All right? I understand people use it because they will get a free URL sort of for a little bit, but I think that even a free Wix would be better. Okay, Evelyn's expressions. Okay, that I have to think a little too hard here. I'm following you, but I have to think too hard. Home is a little hard to see, may not happen in other places. Let's see, if we scroll down. Okay. Okay, a little confused here because we're talking about Evelyn throughout and now Lydia. Okay, so I realize maybe this is your, you know, name or your company, and this isn't. You could do something else here. Rather than, you know, I don't know. You know, it could be, hello, I'm the name behind Evelyn's or something, and then go into it, or say, hello, I'm Lydia. We just need a little clarification there. Okay. All right, so far so good. The parallax scrolling is working. About. Okay, be nice to get into that just a little quicker, maybe inch that up just a little. Okay. Normally we left align this. Okay. All right, so you'll want gutter space here. And here you have the title underneath the work, but here you have it in the work border. Allow space in the future here. So you want to be consistent with what you do there. Bring that over. These should align. This should align with this. And then this would come out to about here. Typically the same amount of space between these as you have between these. So work that out. This looks very nice. I still want to get into this a little sooner. Coming up just a little. Advertising, you might want to say advertise with us, because otherwise I think you're an ad agency. And if you're advertising with, that's different. All right? Okay. I think this is stock footage. It's okay if you own it or if it's in public domain or no copyright. Instead of send over your info, how about something else? Like, you know, it's great here if you have any ideas or just want to chat, you know, get in touch or something. Just send over your info. I'm not sure that's... I know they're just sending over their email and their name, but, you know, it could feel like we're asking for more information, and you're not. I kind of want to see this get into this quicker, like this, because that looks good. But then the issue is, where do you put your navigation and where do you put your logo? The navigation disappears. It could be locked. This could be locked. Sometimes parallax scrolling doesn't help us. I know that sounds... you know, it's a kind of a attractive thought, but it doesn't always work, so don't feel like you have to use the parallax. Okay. All right. I really like this outfit. I'm not sure this green is working for you. You know, the blue might be really great. Yeah. Not this blue. Maybe this could have just a little more blue. I mean, it's okay, but not everywhere. Not everywhere. All right, but it's a great start. You could probably get work with it right now. All right, good job. Okay, Dante, I'm not sure why that happened unless you have some sort of motion transitions turned on. I liked the logo, how this is here, this is here. It's nice. Nice and simple. We know what you do. Photo and design, package design, graphic design. Okay. Are all these your photos? Quite possibly they are. I just always have to ask. Okay. Cool. Nice. This has nice spacing. Consistent. Very good. Nice spacing everywhere. Again, I have to ask if this is yours. It's pretty consistent. It definitely has a style that is consistent. Okay. I don't want this to disappear as much. I don't know if this needs to squeeze in a little bit so that, I can get it up to here, get the text a little higher up so I can read it. You probably want to take your age off because you'll have to update that. Okay. All right. Unless you're we're already going into July, so unless you've sent this out to somebody, you can, buy working for and take the summer out. We want to keep it evergreen. Okay. Cool. All right. Perfect. And this is just, really nice. Okay, all right. This is cut off there. This, I guess that's a separate logo for you. Anyway, it's looking terrific. All right. Okay. Ordinarily, we don't use these kinds of indicators of what we know, because they aren't really that clear. I mean, this one, I guess you're saying you're proficient. Adobe has a term for that. It does really look well with this, and I think you can get away with it, but ordinarily we can't, because this doesn't have a necessary percent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's the thing. What you're saying is that you are better at this and this than you are, say, this. But that doesn't tell us just how good you are here or what you know here. So that's why these can be misleading, and sometimes hiring managers don't always like those, okay? They're looking for some facts on that. But like I say, Adobe has some terms, so it's proficient, beginner, maybe basic level, but that will tell them, because we don't know what level you are, we just know that you're better than other things. All right, so very cool. Very nice. Like it a lot. And I can't really think of much that you have to do. The images are laid out really nicely. Very cool. All right. Great job. Coda. Huh. I was just thinking about this, how horror suddenly is cute today. Skeletons on kids' clothes and everything. So you had a great workshop at Full Sail when you did that for the students. That was really nice. Okay. Not everyone is going to, be drawn to this kind of thing on the home page, but I guess your audience might. Okay. Decide if you want that left aligned. Usually it is, with a little space between paragraphs. Your brand is working. When you take your shots, try and think of the pink color that you're using. Okay. Do you want quotes here? Not that it would look great, but, it would be the truth. Okay. Okay, I think you want to bring this up, get into this information a little quicker, close some of this. When you say multi-talented creator, we have to be specific, and I think you have been on your home page. This probably needs to come up a little higher. This is nice, but usually with your logo, you're going to tell them what you do. Okay, so think about how you can get that information higher. That would be your tagline, is going to be something like that. Okay. These are terrific photos. And, you know, if this is a workshop, that's good. And of course, they all look good together. Okay. Okay. All right, so a few more posts. All right, good job. Just a little bit of spacing, working that out a little bit. Get your tagline up there. All right, good job. Okay. All right. Modern media, nice name. What is? Good. What we do behind the camera. So that tells me, and latest video below, this needs to be sharp. I know you're between frames here, but if it means that you're going to do a cover page, you know, a great shot that is your thumbnail that you choose always, you know, if it's some of your still shots that are from the same video or the same occasion. Okay. Weddings. Say click for beautiful weddings we shoot, okay? Instead of quite that much. Okay. It's looking good. Make sure you even out, make your spacing the same. Probably this should come up a little. So yeah, that's the main thing here is the video, and you have this here. That's good. You might just want a big M like that, or two M's that work somehow. You know, another version of your logo that's for small things. Let's see what you do. Okay. Okay. We've got about 1, 2, 3, 4 roughly different fonts. So let's streamline that a little bit. Okay. Video production, aerial photography, and aerial videography. Aerial photography and videography / videography. What can we do? Okay. Okay. Great shot. Okay, a little less here. Figure out how you want to lay that out a little bit, and it definitely needs to be left aligned and split up a little bit. Okay, this image, not clear. I know it's falling back here, but you might find something a little more appropriate, or get right into this video. This one isn't as bad. It almost looks like it's supposed to be a little blurry. But let's do that. Let's get straight into it. The designs and composition of these are good. This is nice and sharp. That's okay. Okay. Okay, let's take this, disable it. If we don't have something, we just disable it. We don't tell them that it's coming. Okay. Probably just need the links to these things. Okay. Okay. All right. It's looking great. Just keep working on it. Okay. This is getting a little busy. A little bit busy. Once we get into these samples. Okay. Because these are very text heavy for what they are. So that's my tip there. Okay, custom stream art for Twitch. I'm not sure that any of this is saying that. Okay, so I would not put this on your home page. You can put it on a separate page, but what you want to have here is something that is purely relating to graphics for streamers, by a streamer. Just not sure that these are streamers altogether, okay? Not getting that feeling. Okay. A nice shot. Streamer designer. Brand designer, that's what that is. So you can take that off and just mention it somewhere else. And probably take out at least one paragraph. All right. This starts to feel like your brand. The first page didn't. Okay, the first page wasn't as simple. It started to feel like ads, so you don't want to do that. Your colors are holding up here. Okay. Okay. And you're pretty good about it. You guys try not to have too many pictures, like no more than 2 from the same location or photo session. I know that it's a little different. We were looking at codas because all of that was a workshop and it worked together. But typically you don't want to overdo the same shots. Okay, sometimes they're duplicated, sometimes they're just very close to each other. All right. Okay, so I get confused. I mean, I know what it means, but Miss Cheyenne and Cheyenne, that's confusing because we don't see Miss Cheyenne anywhere else. The other thing I want to remind everybody is not to have text over text, okay, in your video. Okay, this is looking right. You might do something with this because of the branding somewhere, bring it up higher somewhere. The shop is taking a little long. I'm not sure if okay. Those images are probably too large. Okay. Okay, so that's your blog. And that's good, Miss Cheyenne, for your blog. You know, you can introduce yourself perhaps here. Maybe you did. Miss Cheyenne, okay. We're going to need to kind of understand that, I think, sooner, remembering that people kind of stream or they scan very quickly. All right. That had a little stumble there. Double check that. But it's coming together very nicely. Your brand is coming through on most pages. All right. Good job. All right, Marius. Let's bring this up a little higher. Let's bring this down a little bit. It will look better when you reduce it because it's too close to this. It's not aligning very well. All right, clip this off. Okay, crop it here and here all the way up. This is a better photo. Make sure you've read this. I'm full of gratitude for what I have, and I know that most people created good people. I found the purpose of voice before to make a difference. Okay, let's lowercase that K. I think this is the photo you need to go with up here. This white background isn't working. I think it's been cut out and it shows. So let's do this one instead. Okay, and you don't need both. Okay. I'm not sure the green is on brand. I think black or darker gray or something might work well. Okay, about. Okay, let's cut that down a little bit. Give some paragraphs. Let's not have cutouts. Okay? You can, that can be a placeholder for now, but you want to get a more professional lighting. Just make sure your background is where you want it to be. Okay. All right. This picture, not as good as this one or this one or this one, mainly because we can't really, you're kind of coming out of the shadows here, and but not enough. Here we can see your face and your eyes. We're not sure we can see your eyes. It's a little fuzzy in here. Not real sharp. This is nice clean. This is clean, as is this. So this one I would remove. You don't need it. Okay. Okay, little space here. Bring that left align. Okay. We want to disable that. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Very interesting, different site. Let's see if I want to get out of that. Okay. These seem disconnected. French tutor. That seems disconnected. Okay, so that may go someplace else, maybe in your about. Okay, but it doesn't connect to these three things. All right? All right. Good job. Okay. Leah, this is really nice. Student, digital marketing coordinator, future consultant. You don't have to say you're a student. We have professionals who are students, and you'll be learning your whole life, probably. Okay. Nice photo. Okay, nice, nice, nice. A little hard to read, but okay. I like that. I sometimes send newsletters. Not always, but sometimes. Okay. Okay. Nice. All right. Okay. Nice. I don't know about that color with that, but it works. You have it in other places. All right. Good job. Not much to say. Just keep going through it, seeing what you think you need to do. Make sure you've got some consistency here and there, but I feel like you do. It feels right. Digital marketing coordinator and consultant. Let's take out future. All right? All right. Good job. And this goes to your sites, so that's good. Nice work. All right, Patricia, looks good. You've got your content right here. I don't have to scroll too much. Okay. Now we're getting to where we need to clean that up a little bit. All right. Yeah. Okay, so you want to work with that. Okay. So your contact needs to be probably another container below this or in between here, because I don't have anything clickable to get a hold of you. All right? Okay, I can do that. All right. Great start. You just have some details you're trying to work through, some layouts and things. All right, good work. Okay, Tyler. All right, I do like your aesthetic. I do like it. It works. Your colors are working. Your font is working. You need a little more padding around this. Not my favorite thumbnail here. This is okay. I wish it were sharper. Too much content here. This is all right, but too much content. That looks okay. It's sharp. Maybe it's sharp anyway. Yeah. This, I'm not sure you can get away with using someone's work. You can as a student, but not as a professional. This is kind of cool. Maybe it aligns with something. That's the only thing, is these aren't all aligning. They start here, but then they stop. So that's something you'll want to do. The colors are just working great. Okay. All right, again, and let's not cut anything off on our videos. Let's not cut text off if you can find something else. I edit things so you don't have to. This would be 1.0. Okay. All right. This is linking to your podcasts and things. All right. Okay. You know, just a little bit of tweaking on the content that you've uploaded. You're going to work all that out. All right. So good job. Nice, crisp shots. And I really liked your concept of what you're doing. Let's change this date down here. This is looking a little better here at this size. However, I'm not reading D here, okay? I think it needs a little work, and it needs to be created again in Illustrator so it can be resized. Okay. Okay. I would rather this not come up with a fade or a dissolve of any kind. I'd rather it be sharp. Looks terrific. Maybe just try and get into this content a little quicker. Okay. 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 Is this a photo of you? I hope it is. Thinking beyond posting simple pictures. Okay, try not to have one word on a line by itself, and this will have to be cut down, right? Maybe you can bring it out just a little, reduce the size just a little, or wrap it, but it's, it's a great story, but you're going to need to edit it for the web, all right, because people won't read it all. Wonderful concept. It's looking great. You are really close. Okay. Yeah, a lot of space in here. So you want to work that out. Make sure it's all centered and see what you can do there. But it's looking good, and I know you're going to pull it off. No placeholder text. All right? All right. Good job. Okay. This image is taking a while to load. I like the concept here as well, but that's an issue. So you could be right here. Could say something a little briefer, my story or about. I like the work that you begin. I don't think we need to put your certificate here. You can put it on your LinkedIn if you wish. Let's not have one line. Okay. Not sure that's the best font for this. Okay, I want you to take a look at fontjoy.com, see what you can find that works a little bit better for you. I also need to see a navigation bar. Okay, and I don't think that it is here. All right, so that's a really important aspect. Okay. All right. All right, great starts, everybody. Make sure you look through all the feedback so that you can, look at your own sites and see what other people have done, or maybe get some ideas. And we'll see where this takes you when you implement your suggestions and feedback. All right? Good job.